There's this fear that many of us possess, and that is the fear of being rejected. I would always tell myself that I'm just going to be rejected by him. It's like trying to fight an uphill battle, this impossible mission of desiring something, but thinking that you'll never be good enough for the acceptance of it. I had recognized a pattern in my life where that fear of rejection became so dense that I would even let myself get close enough to experiencing God, to knowing him, because I felt that at some point in time, either I would ruin it or he would reject me because I wasn't good enough to even be a part of this thing he was. All of us at some point in time have been rejected by something. We know what it feels like to not be chosen. I would say things like, if I tried before at something that I thought was obtainable and I still failed and was rejected in that process, why would I even think that I could try to have this relationship with the Lord for him to only reject me because I'm never going to be good enough for that atmosphere? He said, Deanna, the interesting thing about our relationship is that you look at it from a perspective of what you have to walk into, what you have to do, what you have to accomplish in order to be. He said, but you haven't yet looked back to what I've already done, because that is actually what sets the tone for this relationship. That didn't make sense to me. How could something that was done in the past cover the things that I would do in the future? It would be like someone paying for your dinner, giving you this 5-course meal, and then you stressing out consistently by trying to figure out how you're going to pay for it. You can't pay for it because it's already been paid for. What Jesus did for you was carrying the weight of that rejection that you think that you'll experience with me. Why do you think he said, "Why hast thou forsaken me?" What was happening in that moment? He said, Deanna, why do you walk on eggshells around me, fearing that before you begin, that you will be rejected? Before you could ever offer a praise, before your lips could ever utter thank you, before you would ever recognize my love, before you would ever do something for me, I said, I want you. Where do you see rejection in that? This fear that you've taken on from others' rejection has caused a space and a distance between us where you won't even start. You won't even begin because you think that you've already lost a race that was already won for you. So why do you fear being rejected by the one who chose you before you ever knew what a choice was?